welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so excited to be here with you today on day 5. What a week it has been, huh? What a week we've just had. What a week we've just had. Thank you to all of you that have sent your self-image script to me. I love hearing from you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm getting through them all, so it might be a little bit delayed. Thank you. Thank you for all your questions. Thank you for your support and your beautiful comments. And a massive thank you again to Joe and Colette. So welcome, welcome, welcome. If you want to comment and you haven't clicked the link above, please click the link above. I'd love to see your name in the comment box. Otherwise, I don't know who's here. So let's get started. First of all, I want to congratulate all of you who have made a decision. Talk about decision makers. Talk about taking this information on board and applying it and doing the work immediately. Oh my God. So congratulations to the beautiful, congratulations to the beautiful, amazing Soraya from Mexico, to Lacan, to Alton, to Dolores, to Jenny Lou. Congratulations for making a decision to do this. You are not going to know yourselves by the end of this year, let alone, in a year's time. So I am so excited about what's about to come for all of you. This is what you call true decision makers, absolutely true decision makers. Now, nothing happens without making a decision. Nothing happens unless you jump. And those that are serious and that really want to make a difference will jump, will find a way, will make it happen for themselves and for their lives. And I'll never ever forget when my incredible dear friend Bob Proctor and my mentor also, when I was in debt, I told you the story yesterday, and he said, winners make decisions quickly and change them slowly. And that just resonated in me because I did not want to be a loser anymore, because I was one of those people that made decisions and then changed the decision. And no wonder I wasn't getting quantum leaps in my results. Quantum leap takes courage. A quantum leap is when you jump out of the plane like I did in that story that I shared with you yesterday. That's a quantum leap. You're not going to change unless you jump. You will not discover your potential and what is waiting for you unless you jump. There's no other way but to face your fear and say, I'm going to do it. And the other thing that resonated with me from 4.5 years that made all the change in the world was when my beautiful dear friend Bob and mentor said that, Susanna, make a decision and the money always comes. Make a decision and the money must come. Without a decision, the money won't come. And without a decision, you'll never learn about the energetics of money. Soraya and I will have a special session about that. My clients had a special session about learning about money. And if you want to really transform your life and really transform your money paradigms, I lovingly encourage you to take that jump, because the only way you're going to soar is to jump. And I know I've spoken to enough of you, and my beautiful success advisors, Joe and Colette, have spoken with enough of you to know that most of you want to jump. Most of you know, all of you know now what I can do for you, what your two minds can do to change your life. And the bottom line is, if you don't jump, nothing will change. Nothing ever will change. You see, there's two types of people in the world. One type is the type that will follow free webinars and free information, and they'll feel good for a little while and they'll accumulate information, but you talk to them 5-10 years down the track and nothing ever changes. And the other type of person is the person that you see the testimonials on my website, in the Millionaire Roundtable Facebook group. you know, the 4 people that have become millionaires in the past 12 months as a result of the Your Two Minds coaching program. They're the other type of people. And remember, out of those 4 people, and the 5th is coming, okay, the 5th one also did not have money when she decided to jump a year ago and work with me. And out of those 4 people, 2 did not have the money. 1 could not pay her mortgage at that time, but she knew, she had that gut feeling, and she knew that I could help her. And she found a way. And she found a way, and 12 months down the track, just before she completed our 12-month coaching program, she shared on a group coaching call, a Monday group coaching call, that she had made her first million. She had $1 million in the bank. How does that happen? How does that happen? You see, it's not that difficult when you understand your own power. It's not that difficult when you understand the universal laws. So like I shared with you yesterday, Bob's pen. I've got Bob's pen here. Like I shared with you yesterday, law of gravity, 100% of the time, what would happen to Bob's pen? So if I let go of this, what will happen? Would Bob's pen float? No. Would it rise? No. It will drop 100% of the time. It will drop. So the principles of success, universal laws, isn't that ironic? I shared with you that I was imagining for years that I was going to share the stages with Bob Proctor, okay? And now I am holding his pen in my hands. If you can't see that, I'll put it up. Hang on just a moment. There you go. Bob's pen, evidence, okay, that this stuff works. So, you know, if you are not ready to jump, if you are not ready to take a leap of faith, nothing is ever going to change. So let me know who here is ready, who here has made a decision, and who here is ready. Give me a hell yeah in the comment box. I want to see you. I want to see who you are. Who is taking that jump? Who is ready to fly? Come on, I want to see who you are. And also, I want to welcome Lynette Lipovats. Lynette, just before we were going to come live, Lynette sent me a message that she has joined Your Opulent Self. So the recordings are up in the guides. I'm going to talk to you today, Lynette, but welcome to Your Opulent Self. And I look forward to working with you in my 6-month, 12-month coaching program. Tiffany, I spoke to Tiffany this morning and she says, hell yeah, ready to jump. You've got to jump. Hell yeah, I've made the decision over and over and over again and again and again, Joe says. Absolutely, absolutely. Joe always jumps and Joe sees the quantum leaps. Flap, 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 I'm flying. Angie's already a client, so she is flying. She made the jump at the last Your Opulent Self. Give me a hell yeah. I want to see who's serious here. Have you made a decision? Are you going to join us? If you join us this weekend, you can jump on board with your first live coaching session with the Your Two Minds community on Monday. What a difference. What a difference. And listen, you know, this might be uncomfortable for you, okay? I never apologize for making people uncomfortable. Not that I enjoy, enjoy people being uncomfortable, but if you're not comfortable, if you're always comfortable, nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change. And what a great way to start. Okay, we're heading into October next year. You have 3 months, just 3 months to put a foundation in place so that you can take off in 2022. Only 3 months. You lose this opportunity, then you lose. It is so important to start planning the year ahead. It's only around the corner and you have 3 months away. And you have 3 months to put that platform in place. What would New Year's Eve this year be like for you if you had made the changes that you can only dream of? And imagine yourself New Year's Eve, and 2022 is going to be the best year yet because you've done the work in the past 3 months. So if you don't jump, 3 months is going to go by like that. We're going to be in 2022, and before you know it, the year is going to go and nothing ever will change. So jump on board with us, make a decision, and that's where the real change happens. So congratulations to the people that have jumped again. I'm going to give you a copy of my book too. And if you want an extra copy, so anyone wants an extra copy to give to their families, I want you, the person that participates the most today in the comment section, Joe, could you record that? And we will give you a copy of my best-selling book, Your Two Minds, okay? Angie, we haven't forgotten about you. There's a copy coming your way. Just remind us in the next week. We're gonna have one your way. And Alana won one on Tuesday, I think it was. So, hello, Facebook user. Could you click the link above so I can see who you are? I'd love to see who you are. All right, so what a week it's been, huh? What a week it's been. We started with clarity, defining your own definition of opulence. Who is really clear about their definition of opulence? And excuse me, you know, there's not one masterclass that goes by where the neighbor does not decide to do his mowing. So you might hear the noise in the background. I apologize. There's nothing that I can do about that unless I go out there and tell him to turn the bloody thing off, but I don't want to cause any tension. So I'm going to up my voice so you can hear me. It's loud anyway. So. Who here is really clear about their definition of opulence now? Who's really clear? Who's really clear? Let me know. Let me know in the stream, in the chat. So we started with your clear of definition of opulence, okay? We went into your mind, and Tiffany, I am. Tiffany always is. Kylie, me, awesome. So we started with your definition. We went into clarifying your mind and understanding how your mind works. Now, the bottom line is, if you don't change your paradigms, nothing will ever change. Nothing will ever change. So you must do the work to change your paradigms. You must work with somebody that knows what they're doing. I'm on board. Who's Facebook user? I would love to see who you are. I'm on board. I'd love to see who you are. We went into self-image, and I have loved your scripts. Thank you for sharing those with me. Thank you. And I've given some feedback to you if you've handed those in. So we spoke about what do I want and being specific. I would go even deeper if I was you, okay? So now that you've got your definition, go deeper, feel it. And we go deeper in my Your Two Minds Thinking into Results program. How do you feel about it? Emotions are key, okay? Emotions are key. And I'll explain why for people that are in my coaching program, and what have I decided to do about it. So the bottom line is, what have I decided to do about it? Because without decision, nothing happens. Now, I'm going to do something really exciting, something that makes me a little bit nervous and uncomfortable. This worked so well last time, but I'm going to do it again today. I'm going to, after I finish my teaching, I'm going to invite you all backstage. And I think we can have 10 people backstage. So I'd love for you to jump backstage with me. It gives you an opportunity to ask any questions, for us to have a conversation, and for us to co-create together. How does that sound? How many of you want to jump on backstage? How many of you want to jump on backstage? Let me know, because if you're not interested, I won't do it. It's no fun. Okay, let's be spontaneous and do this. Okay, so I'm going to read some stuff that out of the decisions article, okay? Because Ultimately, if you do not make a decision, you know yourself that absolutely nothing will change. So, indecision is a cause of ambivalence. However, it is a secondary cause. It's not the primary cause. Bob Proctor, has been studying the behavior of people, and me too, with my psychology studies and background, have been studying the behavior of people who have become very proficient at making decisions for over a quarter of a century. They all have one thing in common. Listen to this. Listen to this. Okay, so they all have one thing in common. They have a very strong self-image and a high degree of self-esteem. They may be as different as night and day in numerous other respects, but they certainly possess confidence. Low self-esteem or a lack of confidence is the real culprit here. So, at the very least, that you would have got out of the past 5 days, the very, very, very least, is the truth about who you are. And you may have opened that truth just a little tiny bit. I can guarantee, unless you're a client of mine, everyone that's new to your opulent self, I can guarantee that up until now, this point, you have all been playing small. You've probably lacked confidence. You've probably felt that you're a loser. You've probably felt that you can't break free, that success is not for you, that somehow you're not good enough. Well, your opulent self, at the very least, has taught you how to open up and how to tap in to more of your potential. If you want to skyrocket and have confidence and the truth deeply ingrained with who you truly are and open up to what's possible for you, I invite you all to join my 1-year Your Two Minds coaching program. Where would you be in 12 months from now? September, October 2022. If you had me and my team and our community, you've met my community here, our community, the Your Two Minds community, Angie, Kylie, Anne. These are all people in the Your Two Minds community, and they are great, great people. We only attract the best at Your Two Minds. There's not one person that doesn't have heart or soul and that is not open to growing and receiving and having the best life. But not only that, we support each other. We have each other's back. And we'd love for you to make a decision to jump on board with us. Where would you be? Where would you be if you had 90 years collectively, 30 years of mine, 60 years of Bob Proctor, 90 years in the field of human potential, a team that has your back and a community that has your back every single day for 12 months? Where would you be if you can finally let go of your blocks? You see, most of you are frustrated because deep down inside you, subconsciously, you absolutely know deep down, even if you won't admit it, that you deserve a greater life, that there's something more for you. And the frustration is not that you can't achieve it, but you have not made the decision to open up and go for it. And most of you haven't made that decision because there's a conflict. Deep down inside, you know that you were born for greatness. And the conflict is you don't know how. And up until now, you have not found the right person that can help you. Another thing that I learnt from my incredible friend and mentor, Bob Proctor, is never, ever take advice from somebody that has not achieved it, that doesn't have the track record. You see, I stayed in the same spot pretty much. I was growing in my career, but pretty much the same spot for years and years and years, even though I had studied psychology, because I was afraid of what other people thought, and I was seeking advice from people that did not have the results that I wanted. And it was when I invested in myself and went to the best that things started to change for me. And I have the track record. Bob Proctor himself has said Susanna is one of the top people in the world that does this work. We are in every single continent except for Antarctica. Hopefully soon we'll be in Antarctica. I'm not sure how we're going to pull that one off, but hey, anything is possible. And I've been doing this work for a long time. So you know deep down that this is the right decision for you. And remember, decision makers are not afraid of making an error. If and when they make an error in their decision or fail at something, they have the ability to shrug it off. They learn from experience, but they never submit to failure. You see, let's put it out in the open, right? Many of you are so afraid of failure. You're so afraid of failure. You're so afraid of making the wrong decision that it absolutely paralyzes you. And if it's paralyzing you, you've stopped living. You might be going through the motions. You might be breathing. But what is life unless you jump, unless you feel your fear and you jump? What is life unless you jump? Otherwise, seriously, before we know it, guys, I'm almost 50. I know I don't look it, right? No, but the reason why I say that to you, it feels like only yesterday, only a few months ago, that I was looking at people that were turning 50 and thinking, that's 50 years away. That's so far away. And it goes in a flash. It really does. It really does. So this is an invitation to you to move into your fear and make a decision that this is done. If you jump on board in the next 24 hours, okay, I'm happy to do a free coaching session, group coaching call for you all, okay? And that in itself costs hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I don't do one-on-one calls unless you're in my elite group of clients. So I have 5 clients that I take every year. I don't have the capacity for that. But if you do jump on board, okay, we'll organize that for you. Okay, so who has made a decision? Give me a hell yeah. Give me a hell yeah. And what I'm going to do in the meantime, I'm going to ask Joe to send you the link, and I'm going to invite you to come backstage with me. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. You can ask me any question. I would love to see your beautiful faces. This always makes me I just saw Trace comment 50, no way. I said, yeah, I know. So this always makes me a little bit nervous that I've made you all a little bit uncomfortable, and discomfort is good because we grow. Okay, now this is one thing that makes me a little bit nervous because we'll be live together and we'll be co-creating. So if you want to jump on board backstage, I can see Joe has the link there. Just click on that link and that will bring you backstage. And I'm going to play some incredible music. I want to meet you. And I'm going to do a bit of a dance while I wait for you. How's that? I'm not going to say a word until you come backstage. Let's go. Come on, there's no one backstage. Woo, Diana's backstage. Woohoo! Hi, Diana. All right. Are you ready to go to the live? I can't wait to see your beautiful face. Hello there.
Hi.
Wow. It's so good to meet you.
Yes,
I can't wait to
absolutely.
see your beautiful face. All right,
I'm in bed,
Kylie.
of course.
Oh, there's a bit of lag. Okay, so all right, so Kylie's on and Diana's on. Who else is coming backstage? Who else is coming backstage? Come on, let's have a bit of fun. It's so good to meet you, Diana. I haven't met you before. Tiffany's coming backstage. Fun. Anyone else? Meet you. Anyone else? All right, let's get started. If anyone else joins us, they join us. Join us. Joe, if you want to join us. Colette, if you want to join us. It's so good to see you all. Hi, Kylie. What a beautiful, beautiful soul. Hello. Hi, Tiffany. We can't see you, Tiffany. Do you want to put your camera on? There she is. There's my girl. How are you? You've just had a shower, have you? Tiffany, we can't see you, Tiffany. Do you want to put your camera on? Oh, it's lagging. I'm not sure if this is going to work. Do you want to say something?
Yes.
Tiffany, we can't see you, Tiffany. Do you want to put your camera on? Oh, it's lagging. I'm not sure if this is going to work. Do you want to say something?
Yes.
Tiffany, we can't see you, Tiffany. Do you want to put your camera on? Maybe if I... All right, so I'm going to turn my mic off. And so, Tiffany, if you want to ask a question or anything, fire away. All right, so I'm going to turn my mic off. And so, Tiffany, if you want to ask a question or anything, fire away. All right, so I'm going to turn my mic off. And so, Tiffany, if you want to ask a question or anything, fire. Okay, I'm sorry, folks. I don't think this is going to work. It worked last time. How about we try with you, Diana? Would that be okay? I'm going to unmute you. Okay, I'm sorry, folks. I don't think this is going to work. It worked last time. How about we try with you, Diana? Would that be okay?
Yes, that's fine.
I'm going to unmute you.
It's much better now.
Okay, I'm sorry, folks. Okay, so Joe said that you need to mute any videos in the background. So mute anything that you're on in the background. If you're live, just mute it. This is exciting, isn't it? See, I'm not afraid of failure, okay? So if we don't try things, they don't happen. Okay, so let's try with Diane again. Afraid of failure, okay? So if we don't try things, they don't happen. Okay, so let's try with Diane again.
Well, hello.
Afraid of failure, okay? So if we don't try things, they don't happen. Okay, so let's try with Diane again.
Well, hello.
Afraid of failure, okay? So if we don't try things, they don't happen. Okay, so let's try with Diane again. Hello. Afraid of failure, okay?
Looping.
Okay, I think I might turn that off. Plan B. God, I would love to have a chat. You know what? I might do a Zoom call. So let's do a Zoom call on Monday. So I'll get Joe to send out the link to everybody because that doesn't lag. I promise you this won't happen because I really want to meet everybody. yeah, I think that's a great thing to do. And we'll invite all of our participants on that Zoom call, and that way we can have a proper chat. How does that sound? Yeah, at least we had a bit of fun. Yeah, it's good to have fun. It's good to do some spontaneous, crazy stuff. Was it Colette that said I was crazy the other day in the comments? I'm certainly crazy, and it's fun. So see, you've got proof of it. But hey, listen, so the weekend we are having interviews. So, and I want you all to stay with me backstage, please, because I've got another idea. And if anyone wants to join backstage, come backstage, because I've got another idea. So tomorrow we have interviews with Your Two Minds clients. Please jump on board. You are going to get so much value. I learned so much from my clients, and I love those interviews. So Joe will be interviewing tomorrow. Colette will be interviewing on Sunday. We're back on Monday for a bonus session. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with some tips with dream boards. Okay, I want you to get some info. One of the things that people love to learn about is how to have a successful dream board. And then I'm going to open up this conversation that obviously did not work today. So I'm looking forward to meeting everybody next week, and we can have a short coaching call. Please, please, please jump on board. I'm telling you now, you are not going to know yourself in, what was it, Kylie, 7 days? 2 weeks, a month. You know, you are going to start to open up to an incredible new you. I promise you that. And the conversation didn't work, but we can always have a bit of a boogie, right? So how about we have a bit of a dance? Do you believe in magic? Come on, Joe. Okay, thank you so much, beautiful people. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope that you all believe in magic, because you are magic. If you do want me to have a look at your self-image script, please, please, please do send it to us. Jump on board tomorrow. If you have any questions, please send them our way. We are here to support and help you. And this is an invitation for you to open up to your incredible magic. Love to you all. Thank you again. Anne says, believe in your own magic. Thank you, Dre says. And remember, failure means that there is success, okay? We trialed something. We had a bit of fun. We all laughed. It didn't work out quite the way we wanted it to, but what that means is on the opposite side of that, there is a greater success, always. The law of rhythm, the law of polarity. So I speak about universal laws, okay? So often what people do is when they have a failure, they quit. But the failure is just showing you that you're in the right direction. And when there's a failure, there must be an equal and opposite success. So I invite you all, especially these beautiful women that have joined me backstage, because they are super, super brave. I invite you all to open up to the equal opposite success that is waiting for you. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful Friday. Thank you so much, and stay blessed. Thank you. Okay. And make sure you make the right decision. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.